Right, good people, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Espn podcast, and of course, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, what else? And of course, buying things from Jumia. It really means a lot to me. So if you want to buy anything online, use the Jumia website. Links are in the description. They'll give you almost 50 plus discounts. That's how crazy their discounts, and of course they always have a Jumia week where they have price cuts, big discounts, so you can check them out. You won't be disappointed. There you buy anything, groceries, cosmetics, anything you want, they have it. I'm here to talk about ESPN's story about Arsenal's new bid, which is 35 billion confirmed. It is 35. Like I said in the morning, there were so many rumors about the price, about the bid. 50, 57, 55, 42, 43, and I was like, which is the bid? Finally, ESPN has confirmed that Arsenal have gone in with a 35 million bid, which is likely to be rejected. You get me? 35 million bid, which is likely to be rejected by Lyon. Now, Lyon want 40 to 45 million. They reduced the asking price from 60 million euros, and I think that is by almost 15 million. Yeah, that's by almost 15 million. I think they realized they might not get the money they want in Aouar, not because he's not a good player, but just because the conditions and the economic situation all clubs are in, especially Arsenal. If you look at all the clubs that have been surrounding the player, they have lost interest. Real Madrid, Juventus. I don't know why Juventus wanted him, because on top of selling Milaren Pjanic to Barca, they brought in they had a swap deal with Barca. They brought in his name gets off my head, the Brazilian player. His name gets off my head, but so I still think they replaced Milaren Pjanic. They still have Paulo Dybala. And I don't see any reason as to why they would actually go for Aouar. Real Madrid maybe is justifiable. Their cost must be justifiable, because you look at Kroos, you look at Modric. Yeah, they are getting older and older, so they're not becoming any younger. Yeah, I'll take the reason. Barcelona, yeah, because you think Ronald Koeman wants to build a new army and he doesn't trust. He doesn't 100% trust all the players Barcelona has. Probably I'll think about that and say maybe Barca want to get in Aouar, because they are in need of another Iniesta. They need an Iniesta replacement. They have a couple of players who can do that, but still, if they got in someone who's better, you would side with them. They have Ivan Rakitic, moving out. They have Iniesta moving out in the past couple of seasons, so they are really facing a crisis in the midfield. Who else? Manchester City. I don't think City wanted Aouar. I think there was interest because he's a good player, but with Kevin De Bruyne right now, they are Bernardo Silva. There are players like Phil Foden, Gundogan. I don't see them go for a player like Aouar, however much his quality. So the only club that really has genuine interest is Arsenal. You all know that. Jean-Michel Aulas, came out and started crying in the media that we are not interested. We are not interested. Yeah, and I told you this is how desperate Lyon are. They will do almost everything possible in their power to sell Aouar, at least to sell one player in this season, in this summer. It's either Aouar or Depay or both. Of course, Aouar said that they're not going to sell all the three. That means Dembele will stay at the club. Now ESPN are saying we have gone in with a 35 million pound bid, which is going to be rejected, because as soon as talks commence, the next story I'm going to do is that bid rejected. Because you don't tell me that you want a price cut that is up to 25 million. Really, then that wouldn't be in order. It's just out of order. So I don't think we are going to get that privilege. I know Arsenal fans really want cheap things just like the Arsenal board. But it's really, it's not going to be easy for us to get, such a big price cut, right? It's not going to be very easy for us to get such a huge price cut, especially with a player of his quality, Aouar. And he's 22, so Lyon can choose to stay with him. There is that option as well. They can, choose to stay with him for another season, wait for the next summer. It's going to be cool enough. Clubs are going to come in with money, and then probably they would sell Memphis Depay and try not to bring in any players. They use the 28 million Barcelona would give them next week in Memphis Depay to run the club business. I think that's they can do that. But I think if we can reach 40 million, 42, 43, I think we might sign him at the same price we signed Mesut Ozil from Real Madrid, around 41, 42 million. I think that is where the price is going to be, because when we go with this 35, I think Lyon this time are going to tell us, be serious. We are now in serious business. Add this amount of money, and then of course it's going to be paid in installments. Yeah, I think across a period of around 2 years. 42, we might pay something like 22 million franc cash, and then the 20 million might be paid across a period of another 2 years. That's what I believe. Now, all the rumors that are saying that we have agreed a price with Lyon are not true. We haven't agreed a price, and Romano said it today in the morning. He said, yes, the player wants to join. Personal terms are not a problem. However, there is no agreement on the 60 million euro asking price. That means that we are still very far away from taking Aouar. Yes, we are closing on, but we are still, the journey is still far away. It will only be as close as we might think if we get in the bid accepted. If we can only get that bid accepted, the rest of the things, will do themselves. The rest of the work is easy. Because if you agree a deal with Lyon, the next thing is as simple as, bringing the player, let him do his medical. If he needs to, to quarantine, it is okay. Because we have a couple of players who have tested positive in France, and we have a couple of players who have tested positive in England. So I don't think he's going to come and, start playing right away. He might have to play to quarantine for some 14 days, right? Yeah, for some 14 days. And then he might, appear later, just like you saw Gabriel Magalhaes. So I think we are one step away from signing Aouar, and that is the price. Are we going to agree on the price? If we can do that, it's a done deal. We can do that. I'll write a big story, done deal, Arsenal sign Aouar, and I'll do a welcome to Arsenal Aouar video. But before we agree that, I don't think there are any reasons for us to celebrate, to celebrate us for now. I don't think. You might tell me that he's a good player and so on. I know many Arsenal fans are going to tell me so many good things about the player. But still, I've made some, good research about it. So there isn't anything you're going to tell me about Aouar. I know his strengths, I know his weaknesses, and I know that Lyon is not the easiest club to negotiate with. So, by the fact that we have agreed personal terms with the player doesn't really guarantee us that we are 100% sure, not even 80% sure that he is our own player, that he's going to be with us. But that doesn't call for a lot of fear again. It doesn't call for a lot of fear. I don't want us to think that it might not happen. It's gonna happen. All the blogs, all the news outlets feel it's going to happen. It's our priority after Atletico Madrid screwing us up for a whole summer. Finally, we are going to get Aouar. So the price is going to be around 40-45 million. You asked me, is he worth it? Is he even cheap? And I think we're going to be lucky, guys. We're going to be so lucky. If we can get a player like Aouar at 41 million, and then you get Gabriel Magalhaes at 27 million, that is 67, 68 million I think Arsenal is going to be really lucky in this transfer window. We have to, we have to say we were lucky. I don't know if it's going to be smart business because, at times most people want to take the credit. They want to say it was smart business. They want to say it was good negotiation. They want to say a lot of things. But for me, I'll still take it to be luck. Really lucky. Gabriel Magalhaes, 27 million. Look at how he plays. Boy wins every game, every ball in the defense, in the air, blocking shots. You have Aouar, and the quality of the player you're introducing into the side, and it's just 14 million. And I think all my predictions are coming true. I said, are we going to buy him at 60 million euros? I said no. Is Lyon going to reduce their asking price? I said yes, because they want the money. We bought Alexander Lacazette around 45 million. We can do it again with Aouar. Around 45 million. It's going to be a very big addition. Big signing. Big signing at the Emirates. Let us wait for the negotiations between Juninho and Edu, and I think Jean-Michel Aulas will also be there, to listen to our deal and see what we have to say, right? That's what I think. Anyway, until then, stay safe. Download the YouTube app, and of course, press Arsenal Podcast. You always get all the news you want. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Stick up the likes, and then buy anything on Jumia. The link is in the description below. 50 up to 90% discounts. That is how crazy their discounts are. I sign out.